Hi guys, just thought I'd do a quick live. I don't know if anyone's coming in yet. No. Hey Angry Dog, thank you for coming in. Can you hear me? Cool. How's your afternoon? Yeah, I'm doing good. A little bit tired, but yeah, doing good. I just uploaded a couple of videos. That's always fun. True. I read somewhere once where they said that the reason why dogs a lot of time play up in the bath is because they don't like the water and they like how they smell, which don't always necessarily mean we like their smell. Crazy. Yeah, I thought I'd do a quick live before. Oh, I've got a long while to wait before Hazy comes and does his live. So I was like, why not? I don't do them very much these days. That would have been awesome. If I'd had the money and I wasn't moving to another state and I had my passport and everything ready, I would have been there myself, but oh well. I would have liked to have gone, but didn't have the money. It's about a 14-hour flight for me. Maybe a bit longer, I don't know. Too long to be on an aeroplane. Hey, Amna's Kitchen. Yeah, I've got a couple of plans for a couple of videos tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, it would have been. Hey, Johnny. Oh, I do a baked cheesecake. I might have to get the ingredients on Wednesday and do one. I'm losing my voice. Hey, sis. Cool. I just missed it. I'll go and check it out later. Do you want to come in, sis and John? Oh, God, Johnny. Yeah, expensive. Yeah, well, my car cost me all up with the new battery $1,800. Eh? At least it goes good now, though. Oh. Yeah, I like doing baked cheesecakes. They turn out, oh, yum. But then a lot of my stuff's been packed, so I don't know. Actually, they left out me tin for it, so we've been packing up. We should have been gone this month, but with the guys that I live with, both of them have got doctors and hospital appointments, so we decided, no, won't go yet. We've got to get that sorted. And anyway, so my other housemate said to me, well, you're best off getting your provisional license up here. So I decided that I'll get some driving. I don't really need the lessons, but I more so want it for confidence. And because I tend to, what's the word? Overthink things, or not so much overthink things, but too self-conscious, maybe. I don't know. I get a bit nervy, and then I think myself, oh, did I do the right thing? And should I be doing this way? Should I be doing it that way? All those stupid things. And then I have scenarios running through my head. Oh shit, someone's going to hit me. Ah. There's a link there, Johnny, if you want to come in, or sis. Yeah, I decided I'd use me Logitech webcam. It throws out a bit better light than the webcam on the laptop. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this month, or towards the end of this month, early September sometime, or middle of September, whenever the Sheila can get me into the transport department to go for my provisional license. Then I won't need no one sitting beside me. Woohoo! Yeah, confidence is the biggest part for me. Because I tell you what happened was my niece was me, and I was meant to turn off, and I didn't. So we kept going straight ahead, and I found a break in the road where I could literally just do a U-bolt. Okay, sis, no worries. Anyway, there was no cars behind me. There was no cars coming front on or anything like that. There was nothing. Anyway, as I was starting to take off, I felt boom. I looked in the rearview mirror and some bloke had hit me on the driver's side at the rear end. Yeah. Anyway, so I just turned around and said, well, look, you know, I did apologise. I don't think I should have had to, but that was more shock. Anyway, I said to my niece, I said, I can't do this. And you know, I hadn't driven for months after. And I think that's what rattled me the most, is knowing that someone could actually hit you. But people here have been saying, but you can't let that get to you. You've got to get, it's like falling off a horse. Once you fall off that horse, get back on, ride it again. And yeah, no, I don't really want to. But I'm trying to do it to overcome that fear. I mean, it really rattled me. But anyway, I'm going to do it. I'm determined I'm going to do it. And I think with the driving instructor, I'm going to get that confidence that I actually need. So I can only try. Otherwise, I've got a $3,500 vehicle sitting out the front doing nothing. Because the boys here can't go for their licence. One's nearly blind, and the other one, well, he just doesn't have he has problems with his legs, so he just doesn't have the strength in the legs or anything like that, so it's up to me. So yeah. Hello, Mr. Dr. Ian, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on, Ian? No, not yet, unless it comes this week. Should come Monday, tomorrow. Usually takes a week from the UK. Okay, no worries. I stabbed myself with a small nail and it went underneath there. It's all. That's all right, Johnny. Do you want to come on? It shouldn't be too long or too far away. It could do. I'll put the link in so you can come on if you want, John. There you go. That's all right. I just put it in there anyway, just in case you might want to. Damn time difference. It buggers me every time. I should have probably left it a bit later. But then I didn't want to run in with Hazy either. Because it's like 2:18 here, my time. And by the time Hazy goes live, it's like between 5 and 6 in the morning, my time. So it's not much point me going to bed. I hate the time difference. Actually, Captain Starkus and I were talking this afternoon that we'd both like to go to the UK and do some touring around and visiting and organise a meet-up in the UK. I said, well, one of the stops has got to be Cardiff and see Ian and see Johnny and see up to no good and God the good one and yeah, no stamp. They might not find me now. Oh man. Oh God, cold. It's like on the weather app. I don't have it on here. Not on that one anyway. Da-di-da-di-da. Well, it's 12 degrees here, and it's like 2:21 in the morning. And in Fahrenheit, if I can change it, I did have it, 54. So yeah, it's cold. Oh, cool. I'm going for driving lessons on Thursday. Basically just to build up my confidence because I haven't really done a lot of driving. And I'm a bit scared. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't pay it either. If you can do it yourself, why not? That'll be the beauty when I get down to Tassie that, well, my future son-in-law said to me, he said, Mum, I'm calling you Mum, by the way. And I said, I don't care. And he said, no one is to touch your car, he said. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm not arguing. He does like backyard mechanic work anyway, so he's pretty good. Oh, okay, cool. I think this is a better picture too. I'm using my Logitech webcam. I bought that downstairs because my main computer upstairs cracked itself again. Oh, cool. It's more crisp. And of course, there's only one light up there. And I said, right, I'm going to take the desk lamp, and that's real bright. That's right behind my webcam, so that's why I'm getting a really good, clear picture. Oh, that's good. Tina Davies commented on your post. It must be me. Facebook one. Yeah, it is. Just come up, said Facebook. Yeah. And you can see the stickers. You better. Yeah. That's all right. I don't think anyone else is in here. I think Ian's gone. I think Sunshine's gone for a shower. And Angry Dog, I think, left as well. I'm not sure. Yeah. That's what I wanted, because this corner was really dark. And I usually have to sit real close to the webcam, but I don't have to now, which is good. Yep. Yeah, it's only showing up one person, so. Yeah, I got stuck into cleaning my car out the other day after my stepdaughter used it and left it in a pigsty. Oh, the seats were disgusting. Ooh, I won't be lending it to her again, I don't care. Oh, I'll look after it. It's probably because of the brakes, maybe. I've got to get new brakes for mine. I think I've got to get the left-hand side done. I'm not sure. And she's got a brand new battery. Oh, okay. Could have been too. I've got a pimple. I've been eating too much chocolate. Right there. Put it there. Put my finger there so no one sees it. Oh, okay. Yeah, pays to get them fixed up. I lost my nail. I lost all of them now. Good on you. Actually, for what I eat, I eat bugger all. I don't have breakfast, very rarely. Don't have lunch, very rarely. Wednesdays is generally lunch day. But I have my main meal at tea time. And then it's not that big, although it looks big on the plate, but I did start using bread and butter plate there for a long time. But I made tuna bake. I put that up today. I only uploaded it tonight, so. Yeah, that's it. I know bugger all. Yeah, we had, what did we have? Oh, I didn't worry about cooking tea because I wasn't here. So Captain Starkers had the leftover, the last bit of the tuna for tea himself, because there was only enough for one. Steve and myself, car driving out from the units. We went to church and they have supper there on a Sunday night, so we had a pig out there. We had little quiches. Oh, good luck to her. Hope she goes well. Party pies, sausage rolls, cakes, biscuits and cheese, tea, coffee, water, cordial. That's it. I had a mug of coffee. Yeah, I'm going to do my test sometime in September, which is when we're looking, which is when we're looking about going down to Tassie now. So, because Captain Starkers has got hospital appointments. Steve, the other housemate, he's got hospital appointments. So I might just as well try and go for my provisional licence. And then that way I don't need anyone sitting beside me. I can just get in the car and go wherever I want. Not looking forward to the drive down to Melbourne though. Yeah, well, like I said earlier though, it's, for me, it's a confidence thing. Because a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, my niece was teaching me how to drive. And although I know how, yeah, I can imagine. All I done was I did a U-turn and there was no, I made sure, and I double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked. And actually I think I spent more time looking in the rearview mirror and my side mirrors just to make sure, rather than what was coming in front of me half the time. Anyway, just as I was about to take off, this car come out from nowhere and he was speeding. Bam! He hit me right up the back end on the driver's side. Now, if he wasn't speeding, he should have collected me on the passenger side, not the driver's side. So, yeah, go figure. Anyway, he said to me, oh, we don't need to call the cops. And I'm thinking, yeah, and I looked directly in his eyes. Yeah, and that scared me after that. It sort of, no, I can't do this, I can't do this, you know. It just put a bit of a fear into me. It scared me. And I don't mind admitting that. It really did. It frightened the living daylights out of me. Anyway, my niece looked at me, she said, you all right? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. She said, no, you're not. She said, you're white as a bloody ghost. I said, well, do you want to drive? She said, yeah. She said, I'll feel better if I'm driving. Oh, cool. Anyway, so I let her drive all the way to Kingaroy, which was 2-hour drive or something. Anyway, we stayed the night down there because, well, she had to go down there to see her boy, and he's in welfare, and she had to go to court. No, bastard. Anyway, yeah, this guy, he didn't want to call the cops or anything. He said, I think we can sort this out ourselves. And I said, well, I don't really want to get the cops involved anyway. I said, because I don't know, please scare me. I didn't tell him that. But you only had to look at his eyes and you could tell they were glassy. And he was going to work, and I think he was running late, that's why. Anyway, he totally wiped his car out. And all my niece ended up was losing the bumper bar at the back. Well, if you know the Commodores, the Holden Commodores. Yeah, well, you got your bumper bar going around like that. Hers was a round one. He knocked it clean off, pushed it up into near the petrol tank, but she still drives it today. And he pushed out the light. So he done more damage to his car than what the Commodore copped. So, oh well, shit happens. Arseholes create it. And I'll be the arsehole that creates it. Anyway, needless to say, it took me, just after we got this car, I drove it once. That was fine. I had one lesson in my car, that was it. I didn't have any more because no one would sit with me. Stepped up, yeah, I'll do it, I'll sit with you, yeah. Anyway, stepson said, well, I'll do the driving. My car, but he wanted to drive it. He had no license anyway, it turns out. So even if I wanted him to sit with me, he couldn't, because he had no license. How the hell he never got caught, I don't know. Mind you, he used to drink as well. So thank God I never got him to sit with me. Anyway, people kept saying to me, yeah, you had that fright, but you fall off a horse, you get back on it. So I thought, yeah, I wouldn't be on a bloody horse to begin with. Oh, I can't say that because I have ridden horses, so. Mind you, I had the horse once that I was riding, ended up putting his head down to start eating, and trying to go sliding down over its head and land on the 2 feet. So that was an arsehole of a horse. Alright, that's not what I want. Oops. Yeah, some of those trucks, BM drivers can be real pricks. Ah. Oh, I like that. I got you up there, Johnny. I like this StreamYards. When I can afford it, I'll get the full version. Because I can do banners and stuff. But I managed to put my sticker up there. Did you see that? I don't know if it's... Oh, yeah. Cool. Ten days ago. I'll give it a bit longer and see if anyone else comes in. If not, I'm just going to end it. Maybe. Johnny, come back! Dear. Oh, it was nice seeing Angry Dog in here. Oh, my knee. Ow. Got no furniture down in the she shed anymore. only this table and the coffee table. I ain't got no fridge no more. Oh well. Bar fridge on me. Down to one person. Might be me. Well, I've only been going 46 minutes. Oh. Got myself all tangled up here. Yeah, well, who cares? I'm looking forward to moving down to Tassie. Sitting here talking to myself. Don't know if you can see the blue in my hair. Supposed to be blue black. It looks more black to me. See tinges. Damn it, fits me face. I hate it. Said about letting my hair grow today. I'm getting sick of it already. I want it cut. Pardon. Oh, I shouldn't have had quiche. Ugh. They've got a way of doing that, kids. Oh, this seat's not very comfortable. It's hurting my butt. I need another drink. I can wait. You need a holiday, Johnny. Come to Aussie. Come to Aussie and we'll kick up a town red. Actually, Captain Starker's niece came yesterday and she spotted me hair and that one shattered. Yeah, fortunately. Oh dear. And she picked up some of the furniture that we gave her, because we're not taking all our furniture, we're just taking what we need. and just buy new stuff when we get down there. We're going to get a new lounge suite and dining suite when we get down there. So we told them that, you know, they can have the dining suite and one of the lounges, because we've got two lounges, you see. One was a leather one and one's like a 3-seater plus 2 recliners. And they're going to have the Captain Starker's sister's going to have the leather one, and our neighbour who lives in the units is going to take the 3-piece. I know, and we're hoping to be able to get the car in the removal truck, fill the car up as much as we can with boxes and stuff, and just leave enough room for me to drive the car out of the, or reverse it out of the truck when we get to Tassie. And well, hopefully by then we would have had a place and just waiting for our furniture to turn up. So yeah, and then we can fly down and I don't have to drive all the way down to Melbourne, and then an hour and a half to Launceston after that. But I ain't driving to bloody Melbourne. I think that it's called the Cunningham Highway, and it's one of the worst, or it might not be, that one might not be the worst one, but I don't fancy driving, not that far, not straight off on me P's. It'd be alright if I had a second driver that could take over and we swap every 2 hours or 3 hours or something of driving and that, but only for one driver. I ain't doing it if I can get away from it. If not, I'm going to have a check out and see whether or not a transporter might be able to take the car as well. So that's another expense, but oh well, shit happens. Oh. Keep getting outburned. Ugh. And taste the acid. Yeah. In one respect, I wish now I hadn't bought this car. It would have made things so much easier. Because we could have been gone now. We could have been gone in April, May, June. Oh well, you get that. Yeah, no worries, Johnny. Gee. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, guys. Mum wants me to text me. Lucky I know what he means. Just breathe. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm. I'm back. I shouldn't touch things that I know nothing about. You get it. It happens. It says I can view on YouTube. Hi, Susan. Yeah, not too bad. I was just going to get a drink, but I'll wait for a little bit. How are you going? Okay, no worries. Won't be long. That's better. I'm back. I think you're the only one in chat at the moment, Susan. Oh, it's really cold. It's like 54 degrees. Oh, yeah, I needed a cup of tea to warm me up. I would have had coffee, but coffee seems to keep me awake longer. At least when I do go to bed, I can still go to sleep. So, yeah. I've uploaded a video tonight. Tuna bake. I'm thinking tomorrow I might do some more cooking. Oh yeah, I like that too. I like, I don't know if you can get it over where you are. Right. Lucozade. They usually, or used to years ago, give it to you in hospital here in Australia to pick you up after you've been sick. It's a nice bubbly orange drink, and yeah, it helps with nausea and like especially if you've had a stomach bug or something like that. Yeah, a lot of my cooking I just use like especially with the tuna bake. Normally I'd use 2 tins, but because I only had the 1 tin and there's like 3 people, like 3 adults, I had a couple of pieces of hokey left over in the freezer, and I thought, well, I'll just use that to bulk it up. So, and it worked real good. Yeah. And I don't mind fish. I'm doing corn silver side tomorrow for tea. Last time I used cabbage. Well, I haven't got cabbage this time, so I'm going to use, well, I don't think I have. I might have, but I might not. If I don't, well, I'll find some other veg to have with it. And I'll do another video on that. The other video is I'm going to do a cake, possibly, because I've got some apples I need to use up. So I thought, well, I can make a sponge cake, but also an apple pie. So, yeah, they're the 2 videos I'm looking at doing tomorrow. Whether I film them both tomorrow is another thing. I'll try to anyway. Well, actually, it'll be my today, your tomorrow. Because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning here. Oh, that cup of tea's nice. Yeah, Johnny Five's gone to text his mother. She wanted him to text me. Yeah. I brought my dog's bed down with me tonight, so he's got his own bed to sleep on when he comes down. Because he sleeps on my bed when he sleeps with me, so spoiled dog. Oh, okay. So it's afternoon. Yeah, it's 3:10 in the morning here in Australia. Well, I didn't go to sleep until after Dizzy's show, which was around about 9 o'clock in the morning, yesterday morning. Got up at lunchtime. No. Yeah, sort of, but not real tired, so I'm going to stay up for Hazy's show until that finishes, and then I'll go to bed. No, I think what's happening is my bipolar, I'm up on a high at the moment, so then I'll have tomorrow night, Tuesday night, will be me early nights. Wednesday night, it'll be 3, maybe 4 o'clock before I go to bed Wednesday or Thursday morning, because I'll be on Sunshine Show on Wednesday, 12 o'clock, I think it's 12 o'clock Filipino time. So yeah, tune in for that one. It's always a good fun. Hey Dojo. Would you like a link? I can't give them out tonight though. No one's taken them. I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself half the time if I don't watch the chat. Okay, no worries. Don't work too hard. Well, if you have to work hard, be careful. Good on you. Yeah, you missed Sunshine before. She was in for a little while. But she went and had a shower and then she was going to bed, so. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, because I didn't realise she was live before, like a bit earlier. Yeah, he ended up going, I think. I've had a few people pop in, so that's been pretty good. And Johnny's coming back. He's just talking to his mother. Yeah, he come back on Saturday. He sent me a letter. Get this right. He sent me a letter. But guess what? He forgot to put he either forgot or just didn't worry about it. Put a stamp on it. How crazy is that, huh? Yeah. So it might take longer than a week because usually, Johnny's back. And usually it takes a week, but it might take longer because he didn't put a stamp on it. OMG. Damn hair. I'm going to shave it off. I can see that's what's going to happen. I've got soup out in the kitchen that I can make up if I get hungry. But right now, I'm having a cup of tea. Oh. Yes, so Thursday afternoon, I got my first driving lesson with a qualified instructor. So I'm quite happy with that. And she's going to help me get me provisional license. So I don't have to worry about trying to find someone to sit with me on my L's. That's going to be awesome. Get some independence. I mean, really, I don't need a car where I am because there's buses, trains, and that. But if I've got to drive the car down to Melbourne to put it on the boat to go to Tasmania, I've got to be able to get my car there. So, as much as I don't want to drive to Melbourne, not from here, it's about a week's drive. Although some people do it in a day, but not this little black duck. Yeah, thanks. I'm a bit worried about it because it's a confidence thing. Yeah, well, I was nearly going to give it up totally after the accident. And people kept saying to me, it's like riding a horse. If you fall off, you get back on. And I said, yeah, except for one thing. I ain't riding the horse. I'm driving the car. Oh, poor Johnny. Oh, I got rid of my outburn. Cup of tea worked wonders. What scared me was some drongo, flaming galah, as Alf Stewart would say on Home and Away. Yeah, I think it's bad wherever you go. I drove my niece because my niece was giving me lessons in her car, which is automatic, which is fine with me because I am no way, no how coordinated to drive manual. I'll drive automatic and that's all I'm driving. So if anyone needs a driver and they've only got manual, look the other way, buddy. Oh, lovely. Not. Yeah, one of my cousins, he got run over. He loves collecting cars. He does. He got run over, I don't know how many times. I've lost count. and he's like 53. Last time he got run over was when he was about 51, 52, something like that. But he had a stroke. I don't know how old he was when he had it, but yeah, he had a stroke, and it sort of left him a bit disabled. And of course, yeah, like I said, he loves collecting cars, the wrong ones. Yeah, I love me automatics. I'm just not coordinated enough to do manual. My father tried to teach me. I told Dad to go and get, and you can shove your manual car up your butt and you get in here and drive. Shauna, shut up. I'll have a cup of tea. I'm not saying a word. My mouth gets me into trouble too many times. Johnny's worked out what I'm thinking. He knows me too well. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, no, when I had that scare, it was sort of like, I don't really want to drive anymore. It put the fear of God into me, I tell you. And I don't know, I think it just took people that know me and convinced me, no, keep going, keep going, keep going. Anyway, they turned around and said, well, why don't you get lessons with a driving instructor? I hunted around. The cheapest one at the time was $100 a lesson. And that, I'm not paying that. If I've got to pay $100 a lesson, I'll give up now. Anyway, lady at church, she comes to church on a Sunday night. We've got a little church just over this way, and anyway, she turns out to be a driving instructor. Anyway, I pulled her up here one night and I said, oh, how much do you charge for lessons and that? And she said, $35 if you've got your own car, or $55 if one's got to be provided. I said, I've got my own car. She said, $35. She said, I'll tell you what, mates rates, you get one driving lesson free. So, bonus. Anyway, so I go for my first lesson on Thursday. And then hopefully sometime in September I'll be on my PEs. So keep an eye out for that video when I go live and say, yes, I got them, see. I am excited, but at the same time, yeah, it's super nice. And she's Salvation Army soldier, and she plays in the band. She plays the tuba. Something I'd like to do, but I ain't got that much wind. people at home here might think otherwise. Learning the guitars aren't enough. Well, that's packed up now. I can't play that. Anyway, I had to take my car in to Nissan. And to get, because my car was recalled, and so was a few other Nissans because of their airbags. Apparently the passenger side airbags weren't engaging if car's been in accidents or something, or whatever. I don't understand it, but yeah, they wanted to check all airbags in Nissan X-Trail, because that's what I've got, a Nissan X-Trail 2.5. And anyway, I took it in. I said to the Sheila that's going to sit with me to do my lessons and that, I said, look, I'm only on my L's. I've only had them for like 6 years. And it's taken me this long to get the Dutch courage up to go and get proper lessons. And she said, well, I'm going to work with you, if you'll have me, of course, and get you through to get your provisional license. She said, I'll tell you something now. I said, I don't like the sound of these. No. Yep, that all. 6 years. Might have been longer, actually. 6, maybe 7 years. 2015. 16, 17, 18, 19, 4 years. 4 years. Yeah, oh, I can't remember. Anyway, I said, yeah, what's that? And she said, well, because I find the book very confusing, and it tells you to do one thing, and then probably a couple of paragraphs later, it's the same thing, but you've got to do it differently. And I think, huh? How the fruitcake does that work? Anyway, so she said, yeah, she said a lot of people have that problem. The book is not set out because it's combined with motorbike plus car. Now, some of the stuff doesn't even matter because it's to do with the motorbike and bugger all to do with the car. I don't know. It's crazy. And anyway, so I said to her that when I was at school, they classed me as being a slow learner. All right, I'm not the brightest bunch from the crop. Yeah, no worries, Dojo. But I do know right from wrong. I do know how to read certain things. Some things are a little bit harder, some things aren't. I'm dyslexic in a lot of ways. I'll sound words out to how I think are spelt, unless I've got spell check on, say, a phone or on the computer or whatever. But if I've got to write something down that doesn't involve, say, computer or my phone, where there's no spell check, oh bugger it, it's only me that sees it. So if it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't give a shit. Like, I had to ask last night, actually. Baked. Simplest bloody word. I was going to spell it B-E-A-K-E-D. To me, that sounded right. Or bake, rather. I was going to spell it B-E-A-K. And he said, no. And then I got told the right way. Anyway, I knew what I was trying to say because I wanted it to do the tuna bake. Anyway, so I was quickly told, no, this is how you spell it. So, but I mean, the person wasn't nasty. He knows all about my history from school. And anyway, getting back to it, the Sheila that's going to be doing, or I shouldn't just say Sheila, lady that's taking me for my lessons, said, look, if I can get a slow learner, get his license, I can help you. And anyway, he nearly failed, but didn't. He got to the roundabout. Instead of going like that and then going, he went like that with his eyes. The instructor wouldn't have seen him use his eyes, so he got nearly got told he nearly didn't pass. He nearly failed. But because he did everything else right, and he was allowed 8 fails before he didn't get his license, or the 9th one he wouldn't have got it. And but he only got that one wrong, but they gave it to him. So if he can get it, I can. Do you reckon? So we'll see. Trouble is, I get too nervous with other people that I don't know. I'll find out how to overcome that too. Bugger me. I'll get there. I can't believe it though. Oh, a thumbs up. Good stuff. I can't tell you on here. God damn it. He's back. There you go, Jojo. Yeah, so she said that, well, if he can get his license, I can. So I'm going to give it a go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You're welcome. And so, yeah. Worst thing is I can fail, but she's not going to let me fail. I know that. Actually, my mum had a saying, if you keep saying to yourself you're going to fail at this or you're going to fail at that, you can guarantee you're going to fail. So I'm trying to do what my mother always said, think positive and you'll get a long way. hopefully she's right. Oh dear. Yeah, me too. I just hope that I can overcome all these fears and gain the confidence that I need to get there in September. I've got less than a month. Ah. I don't know what date yet. The instructor was going to book it all in for me, so hopefully it's around about the first week or second week in September, because she said first week's filling up real fast if I want to get it 1st September. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm just not going to stress too much over it and get Thursday lesson out of the way, book in for another one, but I'm only going to be able to do one a week. So, and I think that's probably plenty. And then I've got another friend who may or may not sit with me. She may. Because the instructor was showing me or telling me, and she noticed that I was doing it, and she praised me up for it actually, which was good, that I'm going like that, left over right, or right over left, whichever way it is. And she said, yes, that's the best way to do it. She said, because you've got more control over your steering wheel. She said, you'd be surprised how many people, instead of having their hands like that, 9 to 3, they'll have it, say, between 1 and 7, or 12 and 6, or just have one hand sitting on 6. Like if you look at the clock, the steering wheel as a clock, or they'll sit there with their arm out the window and just drive like that, you know. She said, you don't really want to be doing that either, she said. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay. I'll wait until I've got my full licence, or provisional, and drive how I feel comfortable. But my phone went off when I was actually driving, and I said, she said, oh, your phone's ringing. I said, yeah, well, they can ring back because I'm not answering it, not while I'm driving. She said, good attitude. She said a lot of people could do to learn from that, because it's like, I think about $500 fine or more. And I wasn't risking my learner's license, even though I could have pulled over on the side of the road. But even then, it was too dangerous to do that, because it's a 2-lane road and, well, not really a lot of room, unless I was going to the supermarket or something like that. Well, yeah. Well, I wasn't. I was taking the car into Nissan, get the airbags fixed in it. Well, not fixed, checked. No, now I've got hiccups. But them are the brakes. So, bug on the table. Yucky. Just killed a murderer. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and keep myself positive, believing that I'm going to do this. And I mean, I've driven around a suburb about 15 minutes away from here, where I was living in Brassel. I used to drive around there, no licensed driver sitting beside me, and I had coppers up my arse a couple of times. But they didn't pull me over or nothing. And they would have known I was on L's, learners, but I didn't have my L plates up and nothing. Oh well. Nothing ever come in the mail. So obviously they figured, well, she's doing the right thing. Ouch. Yeah, I had one of my brothers. I was about 16. I had me learners then too. And I just let it lapse. I didn't bother. I wished I had have kept it now. I would have been fully licensed driver well and truly. Anyway, my brother, I was living in Launceston. No, well, I was living with Mum and Dad. And Mum and Dad used to live at Ross. Anyway, I stayed with my brother for about a week or 2 weeks or something, because Mum and Dad had gone away on holiday and they couldn't take me. So they left me with him. And I said, Nige. And he said, oh, yeah. I got my learner's licence now. Have you? He said. I said, yeah. Anyway, it goes down to what we call the Mill Dam. It's a river. And it's on private property, or public property, I should say. And he said, righto, tomorrow, he said, we're going driving. Oh, what? He said, yeah, we're going driving. And because he had manual, didn't he? I don't like manual. We had kangaroo juice in the petrol, and we're no, he said, you're not putting your foot all the way down on the clutch. No, right, okay, so I put my foot down on the clutch. Okay, got it in the gear. Right, take your foot off the clutch, put your foot on the accelerator. Yeah, righto, driving around, doing all right. Now put your foot on the brake. Lost my headphones. He come this close, going straight through the windscreen. You know what? He never even went crook at me. I said, I'm sorry. He said, don't need to be sorry, he said. I said, well, you told me to put my foot on the brake. You didn't tell me how hard. Oh, crap. You know, shit, he said. You're going to be technical, aren't you? I said, yep. Just like the old bloody man. I said, yeah, don't talk to me about that. He said, why not? I said, Dad tried to teach me in the car, in his car. He, what? Oh, boy tried to teach you in his car. I said, yeah. Bloody hell, he said. Old man never teaches anyone to drive his car. Oh, man. I said, yeah. I said, trouble was with him, I told you to do this the first time. Now I'm going to repeat myself. Yeah, at me. Nah, don't get Dad to teach you how to drive. He said, he's too short-tempered. I said, yeah, I found that one out. Nah, I never let the old man teach me again. I didn't ask either. But my brother was the best person to teach me. Although I couldn't get a hang of the bloody manual car, because he had manual. And yeah, he said, no, he said, manual's no good to you. He said, you're going to struggle. And I said, yeah, because I get halfway of putting the clutch in, about halfway, and then change gear. He said, no, you're going to end up wrecking the bloody gearbox, girl. Nah, go automatic. Go automatic. I was, yeah, that'll be the better way, eh? So yeah. Anyway, after that, I didn't bother. Oh, of course, when I got married, I was 21 when I got married. Anyway, my daughter's father, well, I wasn't pregnant at the time, I didn't even have her. My ex tried to teach me how to drive. Oh my God. And because he had a Kingswood, and yes, it was automatic. Too bloody big. I had HJ, I think it was. I can't remember. But it was really wide at the front. And the car was parked on the street. I had to veer out and then turn sharp and down the driveway. Yeah, not a problem. I can do it. Oops. Oh shit. I'm dead. I get to the side, driver's side, walked around the passenger side, great big scratch mark along from the front bumper right along to the passenger side door. I would have been right had he been saying, no, you need to go over that way a bit more. But he was inside. So you heard the scratch, scrape, and come running out. You fucking bitch. Whack. Great big black eye. I said, well, you can shove your car up your fucking candy white ass. And I won't drive ever again. I'm not even going to get my license. He abused me so bad, I wouldn't do it. He put me off. Anyway, we went down to his mother's. He wanted to go shoot. I said, well, you can go on your own. I'm not going. Because by then I had my daughter. And no, he said, I need you to drive. He said, because I can't hold the spotlight, drive and shoot. I said, well, no one's asking you to. You can always take Uncle Alec. No, I want you to come. No, well, I don't want to go. I'd argue the point with him. He went to hit me and his mother said, you hit her and I'll eat you. So I got away from getting belted that time. And anyway, so we went shooting eventually. Anyway, his car was, I don't know, there was something wrong with the radiator. It kept leaking or some bloody thing. I don't know why or what. Anyway, we're driving along and he said, you better give it a bit more speed. So I said, how much speed do you want? Smart ass. Get down, buddy. Go on, get on your bed. No, not coming up. Get on your bed. I'll give you a smack. Do you want a smack? Go to bed. Thank you. Anyway, he said, I'll give it a bit more. He said, get up to about 20k. I'm going through bush, or bush, pretty much bush bashing. Yeah, all right. Try 5k in 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Oh, hang on, maybe even 5 minutes, because I went from 5k to 200. I went woof, real quick. And next thing, oh, look out, dog! Get down! No! I'm trying to find the brake. Where's the fucking brake? I couldn't find the brake. I'd never driven in the dark before. Couldn't find the brake. Anyway, I found it. Boom! 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 We got airborne, landed on a tree stump. The tree stump then went through the motor. We had to walk home. Walk back to his mother's. And guess who copped another belting in the process? Yep, yours truly. Yeah, no. I was never going to get my license ever again. Anyway, the age 47 years old was when I first got my learner's license. And I'm what, 52 now? 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, no, 46. Yeah, no, my ex-husband then decided he was going to bash me because I put his car on top of a bloody tree stump. Never ever going to get my license ever again after that. Anyhow, gets home to his mother. What on earth have you done to your face? And he's looking at me. She worked it out anyway. I didn't have to say nothing. I didn't hear the car. I said, yeah, well, there's a problem with that, Mum. She said, Christopher, what did you do? I didn't do nothing. She done it. She was the one driving. She put the bloody car on a tree stump. Oh. She said, nah, you didn't, did you? She cracked up laughing. She said, is that how you got this? He done it? Yep, Mum, he done it. Right. That bastard. I brought him up better than that, she said. She waltzes it. Mind you, she was 5'6", built like a brick dunny, and he was 6'2.5". She walloped him one. Closed fist. You ever lay a hand on her ever again, you'll answer to me. I didn't touch her. Yeah. You can pull the wool over your father's eyes, but you ain't pulling the wool over mine. That was that one and only time she ever stuck up for me. Thank God I'm not with him anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, those were my times of driving. I can't even drive a big car. I'm better now though. But see, the thing is, all those years, I'd watch what people would do and how they did things in the car. Whether it was change gear, although I couldn't see what they were doing with their feet to change the gears. I mean, they could have been playing tootsies with someone behind them or beside them or whatever. I don't know. But I mean, I'd watch my sister because she always used to drive automatic, and she'd explain things to me as she was going. And she'd say to me, right, we're coming up to an intersection. Who's got to give way? How the fuck do I know? Well, I don't know. Well, she said, they do. They were on. I'm on their right, they've got to give way to me. Or whatever. And I said, oh, okay. Not that it really made any sense to me. Why are you telling me this shit anyway? I ain't going for my licence. Oh, I thought you might have been. No. Not me. No way. No how. So why not? I said, Chris put a bloody spanner in that one. She said, yeah, I wonder what that bruise was around your face. I said, bruises. I said, that's not Junior. I don't know why you bloody don't leave him. I said, well, my daughter got to have a father. Yeah, well, she doesn't need a bloody woman bash her either. Anyway, when she turned 3 years old, she turned around and broke his jaw. Dead into him. With a cricket bat. I brought my girl up to be a tomboy, just like me. Actually, it was funny because when I was born and everything, and as I got older, everyone was buying me dolls. Give me a Matchbox car or a train set or things like that. I was happy. Give me a bloody Barbie doll. Rip that off. Boom. Don't want to know them. I hated them. Oh, what'd you do that for? It was a beautiful Barbie doll. Beautiful, my bum. No one's that bloody skinny for a start. I said, unless you're anorexic nervosa. And Mum looked at me, she said, what's anorexic nervosa? I said, look it up in the dictionary, Mum. Anyway, she did. She went and looked, well, she knew what it was. But she was surprised that I knew what it was. Anyway, Mum said to Dad, well, we're not buying her any more dolls. And Dad said, why? She don't like Barbie dolls. I'll have to tell the others, don't buy Barbie dolls. Anyway, my brother, who's 14 years older than me, he lives in Townsville. He bought me a beautiful bride doll, and I loved her. Loved her to bits. Anyway, Mum said to him, don't give it to her. She'll rip its bloody head off. And I heard what Mum said to Cole. I said, not this one, Mum. She said, well, all your Barbie dolls? Yeah, they're Barbie dolls. This is a real doll. It's a proper doll, and it's going on my bed. Oh, I stand corrected, Mum goes. Anyway, so it's only Barbie dolls you've got problems with. I said, yeah, I don't like them. She said, why? I said, Mum, no one's that skinny. I said, look at me. Mind you, I was about, I don't know, I was a porky kid when I was like 8, 9 years old, really porky. And she said, yeah, but she's a grown-up doll. I said, so? I said, you know, you're trying to compare things to a Barbie doll, Mum. We're living in a real life situation where, look at me, I'm fat. You're not exactly skinny, Mum. Yeah, but I'm old. Buddy, stop it. No, behave. So, yeah, I tried to explain to Mum, Barbie dolls to me were giving a young child, I suppose, around about 8, 9 years old, the wrong message that everyone's this skinny, and not everyone's that skinny. And then as I got a little bit older, like 16, 17, or maybe 17, 18, I started going through, not too many people know this, eating disorder, where I'd eat, and then I'd feel so guilty, I pigged so bad, I'd go in the bathroom stuck fingers down my throat and start spewing. I ended up like that, like me Barbie dolls. Basically, I did it to prove a point. And the point was, these dolls are so skinny that it was making kids like me at the time feel that I had to be as skinny as that doll. People thought I was nuts. Anyway, when I was first diagnosed with bipolar, it's enough. It's enough. Go to bed. Bed. Go on. No, you're being naughty. Now go to bed. Do as you're told. Bed. Go to bed. Pain in the butt. Who needs kids when you've got a dog that can be a pain in the butt? You want to... come on, man. Oh! You suck on. Oh, thank you. Where's my kiss? Where? Turd. Thank you. You're cheeky, aren't you? That's all he wanted, was to get up here with me. Isn't it, Mr. Buddy Watts? Huh? I've been going for 2 hours. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the morning, eh? What do you reckon, Mr. Buddy Watts? There's nothing up there for you to get. No hunting. You're not doing hunting mode. Nope. No, you're not doing hunting mode. Oh, you're crazy, dog. There's nothing up there for you. And I'm not putting you on the table. There's too much stuff here you didn't knock off. And besides that, you'd walk all over me blasted laptop. I'll give you half the chance. Huh? Do you love Mum? Wait, love Mum? Do you love Mum? Be a snob. You usually, when you say, do you love Mum, he usually gets his paw and he puts it on your chin. And that's his way of saying he loves you. Do you love Mum? Or he gives you a sniff on the nose. Or a lick in the eye. Yeah, he's cute. Eh? And you know it. And you're spoiled. When he was born, he was the first pup born, and he was the runt. He come out feet first, and I had to help his mum with him. Well, she ended up having 3 pups, and he was the eldest by the very first. Then his other brother, Diesel, and then his sister, Princess. Yeah, Princess. Although you should have been a girl, not a boy. Because he come out feet first, his mother didn't want nothing to do with him. And she'd feed the other two, not a problem, but didn't want nothing to do with him. So when she finished feeding the other two, we'd grab her. And whoever was holding her would hold her down and then make him latch onto her so that at least he'd have a better chance of surviving, because otherwise he would have died. And because he was the cutest out of them, and he's like his dad, or very much like his dad. Although his dad had longer fur, he has got long fur, but in places he's got short fur down his back and his back legs. And he's got long fur up the front legs and round near the head and face. He's Jack Russell cross Chihuahua, cross Maltese, cross Shih Tzu, cross Dachshund, baked bean variety. And we had his nephew, which we ended up saying that was his brother, but it's not. It was same. Yeah, bloody hell. The second, or second litter of pups, third litter of pups, I should say, from his mum. The two that were from the last litter were brother and sister, and they ended up doing the business, and we ended up with one of their pups, or that pup, from my stepdaughter, because she ended up with my dog, which was his mum, and she ended up giving my dog away. I mean, at the time we had already had two dogs. We couldn't keep the third, although we did have a third dog here, but yeah, wasn't meant to. We're only allowed two dogs in a city, and then it's got to be breeding license after that. So, and I ain't got that kind of money, so we'll stick with one dog at the moment. Well, we're down to one dog. The pup that we did have, he went missing, so we don't know what happened to it. We think someone came into our yard and pinched it because he was inside. You need a bath. You stink. You cheeky bugger. You're a sucker, aren't you? You're a little sucker. Oh, nice. I had a purebred Roddy in Tassie. I named him Mojo. Mojo and Cujo. I had two. They were brother and sister. And no, I wasn't going to breed from them. I don't know that. Well, if he was human, the pup that was here, technically speaking, he would have been uncle to it. And this dog was so stupid. Just beyond words. Yeah, that's the way you want him, though. He's pretty good around kids, but one of the grandchildren picked him up under here, under the front legs, and then grabbed him around the neck. He doesn't mind me grabbing him like this because he knows I'm not going to hurt him. But kids get there and pick him up by the front legs, he growls because he knows it was them that done it. I've picked him up under the arm or the front legs a couple of times and he's yelped. Even today, he still does. If he gets picked up under there, he yelps. Right? You don't realise you've done anything to him. As far as you know, you didn't hurt him, but he relives the fact that one of the grandkids lifted him up and probably dislocated his shoulder or something. But he soon tells me, if someone comes into the yard and he don't know, bloody oath, don't you know it? You've literally got to go down and pick him up, otherwise he may not bite, but I'd rather not risk it. He's got my stepson bluffed. He don't like my stepson. He's got a little watchdog. If his dad, like Captain Starkers, he'll go to bed, and that was what the play up was before. He wanted to go to bed, even though his bed's down there on the floor. Yeah. Sometimes Captain Starkers, he'll have, like, he has a lot of nerve pain. He doesn't sleep very well at the night time, and he suffers real bad with arthritis, so he can't always take him every night to sleep with him, because Buddy, what he does, he lays right up into your back, and you've got that much room left on your bed, and he's got the rest, especially if it's a double bed or a queen size bed. He's got to have basically the full bed. You're a bed dog, aren't you? And yeah, so, but then there's times where he'll go right under the doona because he's so cold, and I don't like getting him cold, letting him get cold, so he gets under the doona in my bed or duvet, and he'll stay there for a couple of hours, and then he'll work his way back up and get on top of the bed, have a bit of a shake, curl up at the foot of the bed and go to sleep again. And then, like, another time he'll probably end up going with Captain Starkers then. He usually has 2 or 3 nights with me, and then 2 or 3 nights with Captain Starkers and whatever. But yeah, he's got to sleep on the bed with us. He doesn't like sleeping on the floor. And yeah, I had the round bed I bought specifically for him when he was born. No, he won't sleep on it. Although he did sleep on it for a little bit down here tonight. So even though there's carpet on the floor here, and because this is furry, it's nice and warm. Nice and warm. And now I've got the heater on too, so it's even warmer again, aren't you? You're getting heavy. Spoil you rotten, we do, don't we? Eh? You love your toys. Where's Ollie Dog? Ollie Dog's upstairs. I got him a little dog, and I follow a couple, Peter and Mary Fry. They call it the Fry Life. She's got cystic fibrosis, and they've got a lot of merch and stuff, and they sell their merch to raise money for cystic fibrosis, but it's also a bit of an income for them as well. And they bought out these little dogs, and it's a stuffed dog called Ollie Dog, and because her service dog is actually Ollie or Oliver, and it's based on him. And I bought a pack, and in the pack it came with a bandana, a toy, a magnet and a card. Anyway, I kept the other stuff and gave him the bandana, which is for dogs anyway, and the little stuffed toy, which is little Ollie dog. And he loves it. He'll get them and he'll toss it up in the air and chew on his nose. But, you know, he's had that for ever since he was born, and he's like 3-year-old now, so he's had it 3 years, and he's not once pulled the stuffing out of it or anything like that. He's kept it, and it's been washed a few times, so it needs another wash though. Give Ollie dog a bath tomorrow? Not Buddy. What's going on, Buddy? What are you hearing, hey? What are you hearing? He's so alert. Aren't you? But he's a good dog though. Sometimes. When you're not bark. He doesn't like the postman or post lady. He will run up and down the fence. Rah, rah. He will keep going until that post person is out of our street altogether. He don't like motorbikes. He don't like push bikes. He don't like scooters. And if people walk past the place, yeah, no worries, mate. Oh, I think I might end it there. I think you're the only one left in here anyway. So, yeah, we've been on here 2 hours, 18 minutes now anyway, so, yeah, time to go. All right, mate. We'll catch you in the next one. Oh, down there. All righty. Bye. Bye for now.